My predictions for 2020. Every year I come out with predictions. I haven't this year yet, because this year is a little bit different than most others because there's so many things going on. So many things up in the air. Politically, economically, globally, none like we've ever seen. And so I've been kind of holding off on getting some of my predictions out. I know some of you have been asking me, hey Darin, where are those predictions for 2020? But let me give you one. And this will be a big one. And the prediction is money will be made in 2020, not in return, but in place. Money will be made in 2020, or another way to put it, money will not be lost. That's another way to put it too. When it comes to place, not return. Money will be made, not in return, but place. Money will not be lost by implementing place, not rate of return. Okay, so what the hell am I talking about? We are in a global economy that is affected by everything. So economic, political, social, it's all interwoven, interconnected. If it's not connected or interwoven and connected electronically through computer networks and all of that, it's connected through communication, news, and news affects everything. And what happens in one part of the world affects investments, almost all investments in the conventional markets. We could come up with a long list of things that happen, things that come about that affect global markets, that affect conventional markets, and affect values of 401ks, IRAs, mutual funds, stocks, you name it. So right now, as I'm recording this, a big thing that is happening is the virus, the Chinese virus. Is it coronavirus? I can never remember how to pronounce that. I call it contagion. I think it's coronavirus. Let me see here. Yeah, it's the coronavirus. And, you know, all of a sudden what's happening is because of this virus that has broken out, we've got hundreds of people are dead, and now it's kind of leaked some over to the U.S. and other European countries. And who knows how bad it'll get. Hopefully they can contain this damn thing. But now we're all affected by it. The conventional markets are. Conventional markets, as of yesterday, took a huge dive because of the outbreak. Now, what does that have to do with a damn thing going on in the markets in the U.S.? Nothing. Nothing, really. Theoretically, nothing. But what do we find out? It has everything to do with the conventional markets. But here's a place where it has nothing to do with it. That is in apartment communities. Okay, so those people that own apartment communities, either actively or passively right now, could care less, I mean financially, right, about what goes on with the coronavirus. Because their investment is not going to go down, it's not going to be affected by the virus outbreak in China. So, again, hopefully they contain it, and, you know, many people that are infected right now don't, you know, die from it. But if more people die in China based on the virus, the markets will continue to tumble. If some more people are affected in the U.S. and in European countries, the markets will continue to tumble. And if you own an apartment community, you're just fine. Your market's not tumbling because you own an apartment community. Same goes with cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is the hottest market, the hottest business going right now. Cybersecurity, okay, for obvious reasons. Well, if you own your own 48-unit apartment community, you care less about cybersecurity because nobody's going to break into it. How are they going to break into it? They're not. People are going to still live there, no matter if there's a virus, if there's a cyber attack, if money's sucked out of your account by some dark web thief, it doesn't matter. So what does all this mean? Where am I going with what I'm talking about, prediction-wise? Money will start going to place versus return. So, long story short, money historically has always kind of chased returns, right? Pretty much. Money's pretty much chased returns. Now money's going to chase place. Because by chasing place, for example, apartment communities is a good example. Self-storage is another good example. Okay. By chasing these places, money can get parked there, still have a good return on their money, not be affected by the outside forces of cybersecurity issues, thievery, theft, people stealing money, information being hacked. It doesn't matter. Contagions, doesn't matter if you own your own or invested in an apartment community. It just doesn't make a difference. So you will see more and more people getting that, understanding that, and moving and parking their money in those places, not because of return, but because of the safety, insulation, and security of those places. Okay? You're going to see a lot more of that in 2020 and probably beyond. But you're going to see a lot of it in 2020 where it will finally start being a topic of conversation. Okay, so that's one of my main predictions for 2020. Okay.